So I got two questions for you guys. First one is going to be, do I sound any better, any worse? I've changed some mic settings. I also changed out the batteries and stuff like that because they were running out. So if I sound different at all, if I don't sound any different, I guess just let me know. I got that kind of going on. And then I figured I would have this TCGO video for you guys on this Thursday night because today's battle video was really funny. Well, to me anyway, while I was having it, but it was really short. So this has been sitting on my desktop. Second question, while I guess we're talking about it, is I don't really have any other TCGO videos on my desktop, and I don't have any Penumbra videos backed up. I was meaning to record that one day, but I had to configure both of my drives in order to be able to do that. One of them to hold my old data, and then one of them to be able to record for Penumbra. So my question to you guys watching this is, would you rather see a TCGO video tomorrow night or a Penumbra video tomorrow night? That's mainly going to be up to you. I'm guessing, there's going to be a big bias towards TCGO, but we'll see what happens. I'll take the opportunity to record both tonight, or I'll try to, but I will upload one of them tomorrow. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to upload both tomorrow because, the amount of material I'd be getting out to you guys is just fucking nuts. So in the meantime, she puts an energy down on Cobalion as she goes first. I decide I do not want to have Cobalion in that spot at all. Onyx is going to go down. I can already tell right off the bat that this is a steel deck just because of the presence of Onyx. So I'm going to catch her out to it because it takes 3 to attack. It also takes 3 to retreat. I should be safe for a couple turns. Provided she doesn't have a switch, but if she's running a steel deck, she might have a couple switches going on in here. For now, I'm really stuck, in case you guys haven't noticed. I mean, I have Pokemon, and then I have Energy, and then I have a catcher. So if she has a switch to get Onyx out of there, then great, whatever. I decided I'd go for the Gust to try to get some damage, because I was like, okay, she doesn't have a switch. We should be good to go. And she doesn't have a switch for now, for the time being, or she just hasn't decided to use one. But I've finally drawn to something nice, which is a Pokemon Collector, so that's going to let me get 3 basics out of my deck. I decided to get a Cleffa and a Larvitar and a Pawniard. It really didn't matter beyond the Cleffa and the Larvitar, I suppose. I don't need 3 Pawniards in play. I would actually much rather have 3 Mandibuzzes, just because I'm able to snipe out things from the deck and I can catch her out something with a heavy retreat cost, as opposed to Bisharp being able to do heavy damage to the thing in the front. Mandibuzz can just do constant damage to things everywhere, or one thing from anywhere, or one thing anywhere in play, as opposed to just one thing decently in the active spot. That's what I was trying to say. Words, they get stuck in my mouth, and yeah, in before things she said and shit like that. But decides to go out, and Cobalion goes for the Iron Press or whatever, and then I guess Camtasia kind of glitched out or something like that there. Oh, you know what it was? She took forever to decide what she wanted to do, so I paused it, and I was like, this is taking way too long. But evolve Larvitar into Pupitar. This is pre-putting rare candies in this deck, so it still moves a little bit slower, I think. I don't think this has the maximum amount of rare candies, but I evolved my Vullaby into a Mandibuzz, meaning I can do 50 damage to that Onyx in the lead spot, but I wouldn't really want to. I guess I'm just going to Pecom out for a Tyranitar. I don't really know why I did that when I can't evolve it this turn. In hindsight, I probably should have Pecom'd out for a Bisharp, and then on the next turn, I could have shuffled out and maybe gotten a Tyranitar, or at the very least a Junk Arm or a Pecom or something like that. It's still very early in the game. My chances of pulling one of those would have been pretty high. So, the thing is, I wasn't really concerned with Onyx actually getting a double colorless or a switch or a Junk Arm or anything like that, but Clef is gone right off the bat now. So, good and bad in that I lose my Cleffa, or bad in that I lose my Cleffa, but good in that I get to switch in Tyranitar fresh, and I put an energy on it, gonna put my Tyranitar in play. The problem is this Onyx can attack now, and it'll do a pretty hefty chunk since Tyranitar is weak to fighting in the TCG. But I'm going to put down that basic Pokemon before I shuffle out my hand. That way I can get some better things, I suppose. Drawn to some energy, drawn to some evolutions, drawn to a Pokemon communication. So had I waited last turn, I definitely would have been able to get it. I could have just Pecom'd out, assuming I would have gotten the exact same hand, just in theory. But now that I've already evolved my Tyranitar, I can just go ahead and evolve my my Pawniard into a Bisharp. They went with energy on it, obviously. And then if I really want to, I can Junk Arm next turn for another Pokemon communication, and then just get that Pawniard out of there, get another evolution going. But I'm going to Darkness Howl right now to put damage counters on everything, and that's going to be the way that Tyranitar lays out the field for everything to do its work. So, in case you haven't really been filled in on how this deck works, the deck itself actually does more damage if there are damage counters on the opponent's side of the field. So if I were to run Rainbow Energies but Kyurem, that would also work out too. But the way I see it, Tyranitar just, I suppose kind of benefits a little bit better. I'm kind of deciding what I want to put energy on, and I decided I'm just going to put it on the Poniard and decide to junk arm out the junk arm and the energy, since in order to junk arm out for a communication, I would have to do that, I suppose, because it would be stupid to junk arm out for the communication by discarding a Pokemon. Then you wouldn't be able to do it. I've actually done that before, and it's really stupid. It looks really stupid of you, since I don't think you can undo it. You might be able to, I don't remember. But there goes my hand, it's gone. I'm just going to Darkness Howl again to get some more damage counters out there. And that actually finishes off the Onix, which is pretty cool. So I take my first prize, and the score is now tied at 5-5. I have some evolutions going on the bench that take advantage of the damage counters. The problem is Cobalion with its metal energy and its high HP count are just going to give me a lot of trouble. It's probably going to take maybe 2 of my Pokemon to take out just the Cobalion, just because of Iron Breaker and things like that. Oh, the thing I said earlier about Iron Press, no, it's not Iron Press, it's Energy Press. No, yeah, it's Energy Press and then Iron Breaker. So, anyway, takes out my T-Tar. She gets a instant revenge kill going on there. I'm actually going to go ahead and switch into Bisharp. Now, this is kind of cool what I have going on here, since I do have a switch, meaning that I don't have to burn an energy to get out of there after it Iron Breakers me. But I'm going to put another energy on that anyway, and then just go for the Night Slash to go into my Vullaby so he can take it out. And then on the next turn, I think I should be able to go for the finishing blow. If not, I really don't know what I was doing right here. I guess probably trying to buy some time or something like that. But there goes the Vullaby. Stupid to send it in there just to die like that, but I think I might have one more depending on my price card. So in comes the Bisharp. I also draw into a Pokemon Collector, which is pretty handy, and I guess I just decide not to use it. Finishing blow only does 60, disappointingly. But after it Iron Breakers me, I can switch out. I can use Switch to switch out into my other Bisharp and finish it off. Another 60 is definitely good enough to finish it out from that range. But it turns out I actually have 2 switches as well, so I'm going to go ahead and use one of them, and then, you know, just do that. If I don't use a Pokemon Collector right here, I'm pretty stupid. We'll see what happens. I really hope I guess I'm not using it because I don't have any basics to put down. Whatever, I guess that makes sense. Anyway, score's 4-3. I actually have the Super Rod now, so I can use the Super Rod to use the Pokemon Collector to get the Cleffa back into play if I really want to. But these Cobalions, man, being on the other side of a Cobalion is just really nasty. Only got the 1 energy on it for the time being. And the thing is about with Ursaring, I'm pretty sure you guys remember from like a video or 2 ago, but they get boosted when they have damage counters on them. So that 1 Teddy Ursa on the bench, if that evolves into an Ursaring, that's bad news bears, like literally. So right now I'm just going to go for the finishing blow, see how much damage I can do to it. And then I can finish it off next turn with my other Bisharp that's on the bench. And then I can also Super Rod, Pokemon Collector. I'm kind of waiting for when I'm going to do that, because that seems to be like the only logical play for me to do right now. Takes another prize. It's very back and forth right now. I'm kind of just waiting for that thing to just... Oh, okay. Super Rod. Am I putting back... What am I putting back? The Pupitar, the Tyranitar, and the Bisharp. I guess I don't want Cleffa. I don't know. That seemed a little bit better, but whatever. Guess I'm just going to attack to finish it off. Okay. I'm not really looking at the other side of the field. That Ursaring is getting set up pretty quickly, which is probably why I'm so scared of it. For now, I think that's actually probably going to come in, or it's going to be the Teddy Ursa, something like that. But the 60 more damage, you know how that works, and things, and just kind of waiting. You know, I don't remember this game. This game is literally 3 weeks old. It's been sitting on my desktop for that long. I guess Scyther comes in, tries to be a punk-ass bitch because he knows he can finish me off. Interviewer's questions. Don't think she actually... Okay, she gets 2. So... if Scizor comes along, great. The thing is, if Scizor comes out and the only thing I have ready to attack with is my Mandibuzz, I can't damage it because of its special Pokebody ability thing, you know, good to go. But takes me out, and then when I attack it next turn, if I pull a heads for that, then, you know, I'm not going to be able to do anything. But for now, I can revive. What am I reviving? I guess I'm reviving Cleffa now, whatever. Am I putting down that Larvitar? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Me, what am I doing? I guess I'm putting down Larvitar now and going to put an energy on something. Why am I dragging this out so much? Anyways, this is where Mandibuzz really gets a shine. I get to blindside anything. I just decide to blindside the Teddy Ursa just because it's on the bench and, you know, prevent another Ursaring from coming along. Now, if I was able to Darkness Howl on the turns later, or, you know, get my fucking Pupitar set up or whatever, my Tyranitar set up all the way, That would have been better. If I had Super Rotted, gotten the Larvitar, then I could have gotten the Pupitar, then the Tyranitar, gotten that into play. Darkness Held, got more damage counters on things. Hopefully, you know, not that Ursaring, depending on how it played out. I don't remember when that Scyther got into play. But as you can see, there's 2 prizes. There's only one thing on the field with damage counters. This is not really going to work out my way unless I'm able to draw into another Bisharp and then just go from there. But in comes the Scizor is the first thing to evolve on the bench, and it does 20 to me, whatever. Junk Arming, I guess I just decided Pokemon Collector now. It turns out the only thing I can get is a Vullaby anyway, so that was kind of pointless. No wonder I didn't use it at this point. I kind of exhausted everything. So I can Junk Arm out 2 things, I suppose, and actually this is not a bad idea of mine, I suppose. I'm actually going to go ahead and try to get that out of here. And or rather in here, and bring the Scizor in here, blindside the Scyther from the bench, and then I think Scizor needs 1 more to attack, and maybe she won't have it, whatever. I might have just given up at this point. We'll see. Draw my next prize card, which happens to be a Darkness Energy, and because I have a Darkness Energy attached to my Mandibuzz, I can't touch it, as I previously mentioned, owing to Sizeworth's Poke Power. So if she puts another energy on it, she'll be able to do 30 plus 20 more for every Metal Energy. That's 30, 50, 70. I already had 20 on me. That is 90, and that is going to be the game, guys, leaving her with the narrow 1-0 victory. So if you guys enjoyed that, you're welcome to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see tomorrow, whether you want to see TCGO or Penumbra, because I do want to get recording both of them and then get one out to you guys. Yeah, that should do it, and I will see you tomorrow.